Welcome to the ArmaniTalks podcast. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this podcast, I'm helping you level up your 5 soft skills: public speaking, storytelling, social dynamics, emotional intelligence, and creativity. 5 soft skills for you to change your life forever, skyrocket your confidence along the way. In today's episode, we're entering the world of public speaking, and I'm going to be talking about the number one mistake when it comes to elevator pitches. An elevator pitch is a concise, persuasive idea. Before I tell you about the mistake, I want to ask you if you've ever been invited to an event where you questioned the other person's intention. I know I have. There was this one time when someone asked me to come to this one event where apparently we were supposed to be talking about business, and this event was hosted in a church. I thought, okay, let me go ahead and check it out. I'm pretty sure this business event is just being hosted in a church. I'm pretty sure this isn't one of those religious clubs. Not that I have anything against religion, but once I go in the event, I see, a few people doing a bunch of religious activities, singing, reading the Bible, etc. And I thought, wait, do I have the wrong address or something? I asked the different members, and they were like, no, this is the right location. So we're talking some more, and I'm eventually participating with these other folks in regards to discussions on business. And eventually, this wasn't really the club that I was initially expecting. It was more so a club on how to get business folks to convert into Christianity. I thought, what? That's not what I was initially expecting. Now, much love to those folks, but let's just say they were very persuasive because they got a few members to join. I wasn't one of them, but I realized that this whole thing, it was an elevator pitch. See, the number one mistake that people make in regards to elevator pitches is that they have this Hollywood mentality. They think that there's this movie star that's chasing this CEO into an elevator. This movie star is huffing and puffing, where the CEO is like, well, go on, get on with your message quickly because I'm about to get off in elevator 42. And this movie star is rushing through his words. Didn't you ever see a movie like that? That's the incorrect perception that people have in regards to elevator pitches. Where my situation with the business church, that meeting went on for 1+ hour. And since it went on for 1+ hour, these guys were not over here huffing and puffing away. Instead, they had a beautiful pace with their message. An elevator pitch is not measured in terms of time. Instead, it's measured in terms of conciseness. And to see if it's concise, we need to make sure that we're focusing on the main points of the elevator pitch. And if you think about it, most people do not know their elevator pitch that well. This causes them to ramble, and this causes them to just recite off points like a parrot. If you know the idea very, very well, then it becomes very easy to talk about the central points of the message. So keep this in mind the next time that you're delivering some form of elevator pitch. You are not that movie star that is chasing other people. That's a very needy mentality. Instead, have that mentality like those Christian businessmen had, where they had guests coming to their lane and they took control over the time. They were like, look, we'll get on with the meeting when we get on with the meeting. But once the meeting starts, understand that we're going to be talking about the central points in order to persuade you to do something. By practicing on the central points mentality for an elevator pitch versus the time mentality, you start to focus on the substance. Your delivery is much smoother, and you, my friend, become much less needy. If you enjoyed this talk on elevator pitches and you want to learn more about communicating with your fellow humans, be sure to check out the ArmaniTalks free daily newsletter, which goes out every single day at 7 p.m. EST. In this newsletter, I break down topics on public speaking, on social skills, on emotional intelligence, and much more. Join the tribe by checking out the link in the description box or going on ArmaniTalks.com/newsletter and sign up today. Thank you very much for joining the Armani Talks podcast, and I'll catch you next time.